at the bottom of the stem and they tip over because nematodes got to them from the soil. They also will go up the stems, out the tomatoes, into the tomatoes. They'll ruin every part of the tomato plant. So in Florida, they fumigate the soil to kill the nematodes. Problem is, first of all, we're at sea level. And second of all, we live on a beach. So the soil isn't soil, it's sand. So as soon as you put fumigant into the soil, very next time it rains, it all gets washed into the Gulf. So it's not going to be very effective. So what they do is they make these furrows, like a hump in the dirt, and they wrap it in black plastic, and then they inject the fumigant into the plastic so that the plastic holds it in there a little bit longer. And then they plant their tomato plants right through the plastic. So it'll be like a plastic row and a little plant coming out of a little hole, and they inject the pesticides right into it. Anyway, now you know more about nematodes and farming than you ever cared to. Next time I'll talk to you about Tropicana. What goes on there. All right. So those are typical soil nematodes. 250 times magnified, so it's like this big. All right, here's Ascaris lumbricoides. This is undersized, actually. This is, in real life, this is probably about the right size human intestinal roundworms. Not just one or two, a lot of these. There's pictures on the internet of a kid who's just got a butt full of spaghetti. Oh. How is that kid even alive? Is that kid alive?
Are those pinworms?
No, these are human intestinal roundworms. This is their actual size. This one is a pinworm. Now this guy is magnified 25 times. So this guy's this big. Oh, there's a good picture of a human pinworm in your textbook. Nice picture of a butthole with pinworms all over it. It's page 402. Butthole pinworms. Okay. So, Johnny's been playing in the sandbox. And maybe a cat or an animal went poop in the sandbox. And he's digging in the sandbox, and then he eats a sandwich or he bites his nails, and then Johnny's like digging at his butt. Johnny's little friend is digging at his butt all the time. And Johnny and him share their food or toys or whatever. So you're like, doctor, why is my kid grabbing at his rear end all the time? He's like, well, you know, I'll tell you what you do. You got to bring me something. So get a piece of Scotch tape and wrap it inside out around your fingers. Or nowadays, doctors will give you a little cuppy with a little spatula. That's delicious. Now, when Johnny's sleeping at night, sneak in his room real quiet with a flashlight. Don't turn the light on, bring a flashlight. Pull the covers back ever so gently. Pull down the pajama pants ever so gently. Spread those butt cheeks. Use your flashlight. The pinworm females come out of the asshole at night to lay their eggs in the perianal area. When they see the light, they go back in the hole. So you got to be quick. And you got to pat around the perianal area, and hopefully you'll get them to stick to the Scotch tape. Then you got to bring the Scotch tape into the doctor, and he's like, yeah, that's what I thought. Johnny's digging out his rear end because it's itchy because he's got pinworms. So you're now going to have to launder everything in the house because, you know, it's coming out his rear end. Yeah. Common? Yeah, actually, I had a woman in my class, and she had a late in life baby, so she was like in her 40s when she had this baby, her first kid ever. She told me the story. And so her girlfriend's like, you know, let's take the baby to the beach. You know, let's go to the beach, we'll bring the baby. We'll just cover him so he doesn't get sunburned or whatever. So she takes the baby to the beach, and he's so fussy. crying and cranky and irritable. I said, what the hell's wrong with this baby? And oh my God, it needs a diaper change. And so she takes the diaper off and the feces is full of pinworms. And she like screams. And she's like, I'm sending the kid back to the hospital. I don't want this damn kid. And she just couldn't cope anymore. But apparently another child that must have had pinworms was playing with the baby and he stuck his fingers in the baby's mouth or something. Okay. Because, you know, little kids are curious about the little ones and they can play with the little baby. Yeah. But, I don't know, I never had pinworms and I don't remember anybody ever having pinworms, but they say it's more prevalent like the tropical climates because the soil is always warm and stuff, so they never get a chance to die off. Like up north, you have those freezes every winter, so they tend to be more common in the south than in the north. I don't know. Anyway, your kid has pinworms, it happens. And how about the head lice? Did you see there's a advertisement for a movie that came out with Sarah Jessica Parker? I think it's called How Does She Do It or something.
I don't know how
she's like the career mom. And in part of the movie, she's like in a business meeting and she's scratching her head and then it comes on her text message, lice. Her kid has lice. And she's like, that should be a real hoot. I told you the only thing more filthy than pets is kids. Okay. All right, so that's a pinworm. This one is a hookworm. This thing is also teeny tiny microscopic and it's got a hook for its mouth. And it attaches inside the jejunum of the small intestine. So that's deep in your small intestine. Very hard to get to treat or to diagnose for that matter. And hookworms are often, well, I shouldn't say often, but I would say I've heard of them in pets more so than humans. But when America was first colonized, before it was actually America, it almost didn't become America because the colonists were dying of hookworm disease. They knew of hookworms because they had them in Europe, the old world, so that's old world hookworm disease. And when they came to America, apparently, they got hookworm disease, only they called this new world hookworm disease. Because they didn't know anything about hygiene. And these hookworms, when you passed the eggs in your feces, they would like just throw the feces out into the street. It's not real good with hygiene. So you have a chamber pot under your bed so you can go potty, and then when you clean your house, you throw it out the window. Is that what you do? And then little kids are running and playing barefooted, and the eggs will hatch in the soil, and they actually kind of wave up longitudinally from the soil. And when the kid runs across it, it will burrow into the foot. Or let's say you're a lady with a long skirt, drag your skirt through the dirt and everything, and then you come in the house and you scoop up your skirt and then you go make lunch for everybody. So people were dying of hookworm disease. But here's a picture of a hookworm in your pet. So this is just the mouth of the hookworm. So this is why it's called a hookworm, because it's got like mouth parts with hooks, and that's how it attaches inside your intestine. These are like Ascaris worms, but these are a little smaller because these are from cats and dogs, whereas the other ones I showed you were from humans. And you can see how it's got a hook. The male has a hook at the end. The female is always thicker because she carries eggs. So she's going to be more robust, and when she's full of eggs, she's really plump. And this is her genital pore, so he kind of wraps his little hook around and fertilizes her. In this picture, they're actually showing you two males, if you notice. This one has got the hook, so it's a male, and I think this is a hook, and also it's small and slender. I think those are both males in that picture. Not a good picture. Then, this one is actually a dog heartworm. It's hard to see, but they're actually much longer than that. It's a filarial worm, a long, thin thread-like worm. Mosquito bites your dog, and apparently one mosquito bite might do it, might take a couple mosquito bites, but when a mosquito bites your dog, it injects not just one, but many microscopic stages of this worm. And it starts developing in your dog's bloodstream, and it grows to the adult reproductive stage at the dog's heart. And they start multiplying and mating and replicating at the dog's heart. And so the dog's heart is filled with like angel hair spaghetti all through the valves and everything. And it clogs up the heart, the dog dies. So the treatment for heartworm, if the dog already has heartworm, is really toxic. And what it does is breaks up the worms and dissolves the worms. So even when the worms dissolve, they break up into little pieces, which is thrombi. So your dog could stroke from the treatment because the little pieces of worm are traveling through his bloodstream now. So when they give your dog the treatment, the dog has to stay like perfectly still, or if he's too active, one of those pieces might get stuck in him. He could die even if he's treated. So that's why preventive medicine is the best way to go, especially in Florida because we have mosquitoes all year round. And cats can actually get heartworm now because the heartworm parasite has adapted now to be able to live in cats. And in fact, there have been a couple of cases of humans getting heartworms. So that's nasty. And this is in lab, I showed you the trichinella worm. And they have trichinosis, I think it's in your textbook. They show you a pig trichinosis life cycle. So this is a piece of muscle tissue. I mean a muscle fiber, one teeny tiny little muscle fiber, like those teased muscle fibers you looked at in slides in anatomy and physiology class. And this is the trichinosis or the trichinella worm coiled up inside. And trichinosis is an old-fashioned disease that you would get from eating undercooked pork because the pork was measly. It was full of these cysts with these worms inside. And in fact, trichinosis and other parasitic infections of pork are said to be the reason why Jews don't eat pork because they considered it dirty because you could catch disease from it. All right, moving right along. So we did a little Kingdom Protista. So you may notice I'm like shirt on, shirt off, because first it's too hot, then it's too cold. Okay, let's do Kingdom Fungi. Now on your list, I classified fungi only into broad general groups, unicellular and multicellular. You don't have to classify it any more than that. So name me a unicellular yeast. Oh, yeah, name me a yeast, a unicellular fungus. Candida albicans, good. And name me another one. Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Today in lab, you're gonna, or you did already, look at Saccharomyces cerevisiae. We're actually gonna make some baker's yeast and look at it in a microscope because it's a good thing to look at in a wet mount. You can look at it with dark field or phase contrast or however, and hopefully see even a budding yeast if you're lucky. If you don't see a budding yeast in your microscope, there's a really nice picture of one in your textbook on page